Happy Harajuku Helpers is the second segment in the 18th episode of the first season of Mickey Mouse Mix Up Adventures, and needless to say, this is a Happy Helpers segment. And it connects very nicely to the first segment, which is Hanami Hijinks, which is all about the Japanese tradition of Hanami. This one is all about Harajuku and the Fashion Fest, and I have to say, in terms of the animation quality, it is stunning. Minnie and Daisy and Cuckoo Loca have agreed to help out at the annual Harajuku Fashion Fest in Tokyo, and this is a fashion festival where, well, like many fashion shows, where anything goes, and it's all about being as creative as possible to show your true personality, and they're very excited about this. And I will say, the fashion, the characters, they just look incredible. I can't imagine the level of fun that went into the creativity with coming up with the animation for this episode, because some of the costumes the characters are wearing are outrageously sensational. Bright and vibrant and busy and messy and fun and chaotic, and it's an absolute delight to watch for that reason, because you never know what the characters are going to wear next. However, there is a problem for the Happy Helpers, because one of their new friends, Mausu, has borrowed the portable turnstiler, but they need the turnstiler so they can get ready for the fashion fest. And they kind of chase her all around trying to catch up with her and get the turnstiler back. But she's a really nice character. She never had dressed up before. It was her first time kind of wearing creative and colourful clothing. So I can completely see why she'd want to take the turnstiler with her, because it's a fun change to her personality. But obviously, Minnie and Daisy and Cuckoo Loca do kind of need it. And they end up going to a cat cafe, which I loved, not just because I love cat cafes, but because of Cuckoo Loca. It didn't occur to me that Cuckoo Loca, a bird, was going into a cat cafe until she went in and chaos ensued with all of the cats. And I loved it. I think Mausu was a genuine character who just shouldn't have helped herself to the turnstiler, and there were a couple of lessons to be learned, but ultimately it's a fun, vibrant, engaging episode. It taught me about Harajuku Fashion Fest, which is not something I'd heard of, so definitely for me there's an element of education there. Wonderfully animated, pretty fun, and quite funny narrative, and Goofy. Why are you there, Goofy? It was such a weird inclusion of that character. It worked. It did work, but I wasn't expecting it. But I liked it. Definitely not a bad episode.